Welcome to Higher Ministry. Another show, another special guest. Tonight, I have another guest who is coming to the show to talk to us about a project, about an organization that is dear to me. I heard about the organization and I was like, okay, I need to have you on my show. So tonight, my guest tonight is Jean-Michel Koueto. Koueto, he's the founder and CEO of an organization called Afrocans. I'm going to bring him to the show, and him and I, as we do, we're going to have a conversation about what is Afrocans. Jean Michel, welcome to the show.
Hello, Stefan. How are you today?
I am good, brother. Happy to have you on the show.
I know. I'm so
It's been
glad to
a
be here today.
it's been a while. You know, you and I have been talking. We've connected way back,
I
and
know.
I'm glad that you can find the time to talk to me this evening. But
Thank
before
you.
we start, I would like you to introduce yourself to the people that are following us.
All right. Thank you again. Thank you for the invitation. That's an honor for me to be part of the great show of Stephane Funga Show. I'm Jean-Michel Koueto for people that don't know me, and like you said earlier, I'm a founder of Afrocans. Afrocan is like an organization, a multicultural organization, but based for the diaspora, based for African people, and also for the African American people, and anybody that's an interest with Africa. So that's an African. But on the other side, also, I'm a finance and economics professional. So that's what I do. Thank you.
Welcome to the show, Jean Michel. I'm happy
Thank you.
to have you here. So, you've introduced yourself as the founder of Afrocans, and you've given us a little brief about Afrocans. I would like you to develop a little bit more. How did the idea
Okay.
come? How did the
Okay.
idea come about, and how what do people need to understand about the organization you're leading, Afrocans?
Okay. Afro-Can, it depends. First of all, we have to talk about the pronunciation. So it's Afro-Can. Afro is like Afro from
Hmm.
anybody that has something to do with Africa. So Afro from the Afro culture, from Africa, for anything that has to do with Africa. And can is from the word yes we can from the Obama campaign.
Okay.
So Afro can is one word for Afro people that can do something. So Afro cans. So Afro people that make the difference in their work, in their job, in the society, in the community, and anybody that brings something back to the community. So this is an Afro-can. So in plural with the S, Africans. So this is an organization. There's so many definitions that I can bring to the table, but to make it shorter, it's an organization that connect African people, that connect African American people, anybody that has something to do with Africa. At the same time, it's a business club. So we're trying to have people to get together to have that economic power to be able to impose their decision in Africa and to be able to make the environment a little bit better for them, just in case they decide to either invest in Africa or go back in Africa for to work or bring back their talent home. So that's what it's about, Afrocans.
Afrocans.
Thank you.
If you're following us tonight, my guest tonight is Jean-Michel Koueto, who is the founder of Afrocans,
Yes, you said
the
it
Afro
right.
that can do it, the
Yes,
African, the Afro that are doing it.
yes.
So he is with me tonight, and we're talking about this organization. Before we continue, how did it start, and how long have you guys been operating, and where are you based?
So we are actually based in Austin, Texas. This
Austin.
is where we started. And also to how to your previous question is the idea of Afrocan came from one of my mentor. I went to see him one day and I was transitioning. So from my background, I have a background in finance and in economics as well. And I was working with a banking institution
Uh-huh.
for like 5 years. And I decided to go back to school and during that time, I needed to graduate from the new degree in economics. So I decided to resign, to leave my job. So I resigned. I got the degree, and I needed to come back in the job market. So while it was happening at the same time, I needed to go to somebody and ask for advice. So my mentor and ask him how I can go back on the market and how to get something that I really love. So when I went to him, we discussed and he was explaining me multiple stuff and telling me at the same time how it was ready to help me get something better or a better job or to give me advice that I could use to get a better job. And I really appreciated what I was doing and wanted to help the community because somebody helped him as well. But there were no people like me that were ready to come to him and ask him for those kind of advice and stuff like that. So when I left his place in my car, I was thinking, oh, so there are people like that that are ready to help, that are ready to give back to the community, that are ready to help other African people that are struggling here in the US, but there's no link, there's no platform to connect those people to the one that can help. So I need to create a platform that can connect actually mentors, so people that have something to bring back to the table with people that need those information, people that need those help and those connections. So I went back home, I thought, created a presentation and work on it and called a couple of people, a couple of friends and people that I think that can bring something to this organization. And I called them when they came home, we discussed, I present them the project and asked them to accompany me in that project. And that's how we started Afrocans. So it's an organization, it's multiple things at the same time. So business club, there's also a part of Afrocans, which is like Afrocans Connect. This is like the gathering part. This is the outdoor, the conference part of the organization. There's a podcast that we're about to launch very soon for the African podcast. And we're based in Austin, like to answer again the question, we're based in Austin. We started in July. That was a presentation and the launching of the project. So this is our second event coming up on November 17th.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Afrocans. My guest tonight is Jean-Michel Koueto, who is the founder of the organization called Afrocans, based in Austin, Texas. Jean-Michel Koueto.
Yes, Stephane.
People will be like, okay, this is another organization, Africans. What's can you tell people that Africans is doing different? Because you're already doing things. I know it. I know it.
Yeah.
That's why you're here and I'm talking to you.
Yes.
But for the people that are following us, tell them what you're doing. I am already impressed. So tell them what Africans is doing different.
Okay, and again, I appreciate the opportunity to talk about Africans. This is a great opportunity for us to let the world know about what we're doing. Yes. So Africans is for another person that does not even see African, does not been part of the African, or did not go to our website to see what we're doing. We think that Africans is just a regular.
And the website is already sliding in our presentation.
Yes, so thank you. And for anybody that does not have information about Afrocan, you would think that Afrocan is a regular organization, a different organization. I mean, the same organization. There's no difference between any other organization that exists in Afrocan. So just to let those people know, Afrocan is true. It's an African American organization, an African organization based in the US for the diaspora. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, the first thing is trying to do everything professionally. Okay. That's the first thing. So we have that bad thought or bad thinking about Africans thinking that they have to be late in everything they do. For our events, we are never late. We have to start on time. When we say 7 p.m., we start at 7 p.m., we finish at 9 p.m. So we're trying to keep it professional first to show that there is a different aspect of Africans that also exists. There's different face of African people that live in the US and that can bring something more to the table. It's also a business club. So as I was saying earlier, we're trying to bring talent. We're trying to bring, in our team, actually in the board, we have a CPA, we have a finance professional. I'm one of them actually. We have engineers, we have IT managers, IT professional. We have people from every field that first of all can bring advice to anybody that needs. So on the business club side, which I hope we have opportunity to discuss later, we create the opportunity for people to come and learn. So learn from us first, from our experiences, and also connect. If we cannot bring something to that person, we can connect that person to somebody else that can bring the advice. So that's the aspect where we bring mentorship. So anybody that comes to the table has the opportunity to be mentored by somebody else. At the same time, we create also a platform for businesses that need to be promoted. So we create a network, which if, taking an example, Stéphane has a law firm and Mr. X or Z need an advice, a lawyer advice, we get that connection, we create that connection between these two parties. So the cost will also be cheaper because you are a member of the same club. You see, at the same time, when you're a member of the club, we're still discussing actually the benefit of being a member, but when a member of the club, you have discount, we have few privileges and advice on multiple stuff that you will not get in different clubs. This is one aspect. The second aspect is we're trying to make Afrocans go global. Right, so the plan is to launch it in Africa, especially Ivory Coast, summer of next year. We are at the same time trying to launch it in France for the Francophone group, because it is true we speak in English, but we also have other Francophone African people that need that help. So we create a base for African, all type of African, either Francophone or Anglophone, anybody that has interest and need help from us. We also have a platform, which is a networking platform, the event actually, which the next one is going to happen on November 17th, which is African Connect. This is a conference. So we do a professional conference. We usually invite 3 guest speakers that have proven themselves in here, in the state or anywhere in the world. And we bring those people to share their experiences. So we ask them actually, how were you able to make it? Like show us your way, like give us some tricks and show us some tips to get better. So we present those people, we talk to them, it's just like a conversation, and we tell them how, we ask them to show their experiences and to tell us how we can get better. So this is also motivation for other people that are trying to come and get better or do better in the States. People that don't know what to do, they'll always have somebody to advise them. So the list is very long on what Afrocan is and how it can be different from other people. The one side of Afrocan that I would like to mention is also NGO part. So there's also a branch of Afrocan. That's why I was saying it's so diverse. So there's also a part of Afrocan that help people, because there's no way we can create that opportunity, that platform, and at the same time also create a source of fund and not be able to redistribute that to the community. So we have an NGO part to be able to redistribute that here in the US first, because we have people suffering in the US, and at the same time be able to help people in Africa. Yeah, so this is what Afrocan is. And this is how it's different from other organizations.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yes.
There is a lot of services that you're providing. But I want to go back just, so you can elaborate. You talked a little about it on the services that
Yeah.
Africans provide. And at the same time, I want you to touch on membership
Yes.
side, because you're talking about the mentor and the mentees. Are they all covering into the same type of membership, or how does that part of the organization work? So talk to me about the services and then the mentoring, and let's hear a little bit more about that. It is exciting with everything that you're
Okay.
doing.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. And since we starting, we're beginning, so we are a new organization.
Mhm.
We are not trying to focus actually on the membership part, on the fund part, because it's
Okay.
true people we join the organization, but we don't want to be focusing or looking for funds right now to help. We're trying to gather funds, right? Because those event costs, connection costs at the same time, but we are not really trying to provide too much fund get too much fund out of people first. The thing is, we have those mentors coming, right? So they are willing to give their services for free. That's the first thing. So they become willing to help, willing to give back to the community. So this is a good thing that we are having to them first. The second thing is you have people that need information, people that are trying to get better, people that are trying to be part of a group, of a network. So those people also come looking for information. At this time, we let them come first. But there will be a time like we are focusing on Q1 of 2024 to start creating a platform with a membership fee now that we will decide, which give them benefit to all the discount I was talking about. Yeah. Okay. But when you start is when somebody pays a fee, at the same time, that person will have the opportunity to benefit from counseling. So for CPA counseling, from law advice, like first advice can be free. You see, but after that, if you decide to continue with that lawyer, you will have the opportunity to have probably discount on the cost, yes, on the CPA, or if there's any paperwork like you're trying to file LLC or anything like that, we should be able to give you that help. Yeah, so that's what we're working on right now. And there's so many things that we're working on right now that we don't want to focus too much on creating the fund. We're trying to give first the community, and time will come when people really see the value of Africans, they will be the one coming to us to be a member. Yeah.
And that's how it should be. That's how it should be. It's you when you're serving, you get even more reward by
yes.
Serving others. So I applaud you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Now, how do people get involved? How do people get involved with Afrocans? We're going to talk about that, and then we'll talk about the event, because there's a huge event that you planning.
Oh, yes, on November 17th. So I will come back to that. So just the easiest way is just to go on the website that you're actually showing is 3xW.Afrocans.net. So it's Afro and Can, like the yes with Can and S, so Afrocans.net. And they can go to the website and go through the website, see if they're trying to sign up for the event coming up. They can just sign up from that website. There's a link. If they're trying to donate, there's also a link to donate. If they're trying to leave any comment, any advice, any tips on how we can do better or we can perform better, they're also free to do that on the website. They have picture of our past event. So they can see the past event, the pictures, and see how we are serious. People come and intervene and the good things that happen during the event. So they can do that. They have emails. They can also contact us at connect@afrocans.net. So connect@afrocans.net. They can leave a review and everything. This is how they can get involved. If they're trying to be member, we can already sign them up as a member. We will discuss the fee down the road, but we can also allow them to be part of the goal is to actually get people together first. Later we'll talk about the fun part, but first is we try to get a group database, a group of people, and use that later if we need to get found out anything. Yeah, so that's the goal.
Beautiful. If you are following us tonight, my guest tonight is Michel Koueto, who is the founder of Afrocans.
Yes.
The website is afrocans.net. There's a huge event that your organization is planning in Austin. I am excited. I want you to share a little bit more about that organization, what is happening, what do people have to expect on that event, and how they can get engaged.
Yes, and I'm gonna add to what you say. When we say Africans, we usually say where Afro leaders meet. Yes, it's Africans where Afro leaders meet.
Where
And
the Afro leaders meet.
exactly. And to talk about where Afro leaders meet is there's also a platform, a conference that we organize, an event. It's a quarterly event. So every quarter we have an event. It's a conference.
Okay.
And we didn't want to have just a regular conference where people go sit, or sitting or watching somebody talking without being able to interact. No, we wanted to be different. We wanted to do it different. And that's also the difference between us and other organizations.
Yeah,
They can be good too, but we wanted to do stuff a little different. So we know that on Friday, people like to do happy hours. They like to have fun. They like to go have a glass of wine, champagne, water, soda, everything that they want. Right. So we say, okay, people after work, they're usually trying to have fun, have an happy hour and distract themselves a little bit. But how about creating an event where they have fun, they're relaxed, they're chilling, like people used to say, but at the same time they're doing it like on the right way. So they're having fun and learning something. All right. So our events start at 7 p.m. People usually come nicely dressed after work. They dress like Friday, business casual. They have drinks. So there's a bar, a cocktail. They have fun. They can talk. And this is a place to connect, to network. They connect to people that they don't know and people that they don't sometimes have the chance to see anywhere on the street. It only has to be on the professional side. So you have good people. People that come are usually quality people, right? So they come, they connect first. And after that, we have the panel of three guest speakers. For our next event, we have Rashid Bari, which is like the honorary consul of the Republic of Burkina here in Texas. He's also a business owner, business entrepreneur, and business owner. He has multiple businesses. He's doing conferences everywhere in the world. He's currently in Africa. He was in multiple countries even before we have to go to see him for a short interview last week. He's a really busy guy. The second one is Dr. Andrew Ogidi. He's professor of economics at University of Texas State University here in Austin, actually St. Michael's. He's a well-known guy too, influence in Africa. He also has a new company that he created for Africa in energy. He's gonna have time to discuss that. We have Antoinette Patrick, which is real estate agent, realtor, at the same time broker. So she can also bring an insight on how to invest in real estate. So we usually have quality people that come and share their experiences. They give us the way, like lead us the way, or give us the tips on how you can do it. So how you can get better. So of course, when they came, they were not that big. They were not who they are right now. So they have to tell us how they're able to cross this path and go along the way to become who they are right now and motivate people that are trying to get there. And at the same time, those people later become mentors. You see, so those people are able to connect and to advise people that need something more on personal level. This is where the business clubs start and we connect them and they're able to do better things together. Yeah. So this is the event next Friday. It's going to be Friday, November 17th at 7 p.m. So 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's three guest speakers that I mentioned earlier. It's going to be a great event and people are coming from everywhere to do that. Q4 is going to be in Austin. Q1 of 2024 is going to be in Austin. Q2, we're looking for Africa, and Q3, France, and we're going forward. So, yeah.
Beautiful. This is happening on November 17 in Austin.
Yes. At 7 p.m.
At 7 p.m.
Yes.
Afrocans.net is where you're going to find all the information about this exciting event that, I recommend that you should attend.
Thank you. And the event is also, by the way, the event is also an Eventbrite. So if people go on Eventbrite, they can also see it over there.
And they can reserve the seat or RSVP
Yes.
to. Beautiful. Hey, it's a pleasure. Anybody that's following us tonight, my guest tonight is Jean-Michel Koueto, who is the founder of Afrocans. an organization based in Austin that is connecting the Afro that are doing it, the Afro that can do it, the
Exactly.
Afro that are willing to do it.
And the Afro that came, so Africans. Yes.
It is where the leaders meet,
Meet.
the African leaders meet.
Meet. Yeah.
Beautiful. It's been an exciting evening to have you on my show. I'm going to give you the last word on anything that you want to share with the people that are going to be following us.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for your platform. Thank you for the great work that you're doing for the community. And thank you for inviting us to talk about African. And we wanted to have a different perspective, a different view of the African in the US, African everywhere in the world, the African American, and anybody that has an interest in Africa. We don't want to be those ones saying that Africans don't get together. They are not able to connect. They're not able to they are not able to connect and get together to do better things. We can do something. They have African people. They have African American people that make the difference where they go. So we want to be able to connect those people and produce a better result and get our community a better community. We don't want to be talking about crime and seize Black people, African American people. We want to talk about people that develop the society, that those African American people and African people that bring something better to the community. That's what we're striving for, and that's what we have Africans. Our next event is on November 17 at 7 p.m. We will be on time. We make differences. We are professional, so be on time. Go ahead and RSVP on Eventbrite on the website of 3w.africans.net. So thank you so much again, Stephen.
Thank you. The pleasure's mine. And I'll also be posting all the information on this video and also on all my platform.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. You have a good evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Wow. Another guest, another uh, event, exciting event that we are launching in Austin. My guest tonight was Jean-Michel Koueto, who is the founder of Afrocans, an organization based here in Austin, Texas, that is connecting African, Afro that are willing to do it. Hired Ministry is a self-promoting platform where we receive individual like yourself, like Jean-Michel Koueto, who came in today to have a conversation with me about his organization. You are welcome to come too if you have an organization or you want to share anything you want to share. Please come and visit us, and we'll be happy to have a conversation with you. Thank you so much. Until next time, we'll see you with another guest. I am Kakombe, or you might also know me as Stephane Funga. Until next time, bye bye.